Welcome back, Aquarius. It's really good to see you again. It's time for your sun, moon, and rising sign ASMR January 2020 Tarot Forecast. This month I will be using my Tarot Muka deck. I love Art Nouveau. And I do have some crystals here, and I may use those during the course of the reading as well, at which time I will definitely tell you what they are. It's to the best of my knowledge. I hope that you're having a great holiday season. I am doing these readings on Christmas Eve. Some of them I did a little bit before, but I like them to be fresh readings, fresh. And do remember to like, share, and subscribe if you find value in what I'm doing. So, let's find out, Aquarius, what is going on with you? Aquarius is the opposite to my sun sign, Leo. I tend to get along pretty well with Aquarius sun signs. It's a fixed sign, an air sign, even though Aquarius is the water bringer. Aquarius is an air sign. And a fixed one at that. Oh, how embarrassing. Lassoed myself. Oh, this guy is very excited to come out. So, I'm going to use this. This is one of my favorite wands that I've had for a while. It is bloodstone here at the end, but then I think it's in some kind of matrix, and I don't remember what kind of matrix it is. But I'm going to place the cards out on this tabletop so that they are facing you like this. Let me do it like this time. Yeah, okay. All right. Yes. And now my symmetry has been satisfied. I have these cards upright, these cards inverse, these cards upright, and these cards inverse. And I didn't do that just to satisfy my own symmetry. I was having like a feeling about it. Sometimes if I get like a feeling that I need to lay the cards out slightly differently, I will do that. And typically toward the end of the readings, which Aquarius and Pisces are the last readings that I do, that's when I really start getting feelings like that. usually around Capricorn. What do we have here? We have the Page of Wands crossed by the Hermit. So it looks like you are really doing a lot of soul searching. This is a Virgo card too, so keep that in mind. And we have the Page of Wands here, and I just noticed how close he is to that volcano. That's like Pompeii close. So the Page of Wands is you embarking on a creative journey. It is creativity, a creative spark, but it's also got this kind of naive quality to it. And yet we have the Hermit crossing that card, which it's possible that if some of you have Virgo placements in your chart, those are the areas that are going to be affected by the Hermit. Like your Virgo placements are going to color how you manifest this Page of Wands creative energy. Let's see. In the past here, we have the World and its inverse. So I think there was a time where you had everything that you possibly could have wanted, but it wasn't quite right. It was everything you dreamed of, and you were still nagged by these thoughts of either inadequacy or wishing things had gone a certain way that was different. Now, it's important to remember that look, that's you right there. That's the Aquarius on this card. I know, the eagle's over here, but the eagle is actually representative of Scorpio, which is a water sign. It's interesting that a sign with such fixed energy has the symbols that it does. But I think really more than anything else about Aquarius, this symbolism really cements that no, this is a fixed sign and it is an air sign. And that is what it is. This is who I am. And the World card does have the 4 fixed signs on it. So it's just who you are. Maybe you would have wished stuff would have gone differently. But everything was very good in this time. Let's see what happened most recently. So of course, why not? We've got the 10 of Wands and it's inverse. There's a little corpsey face right here. I love how corpsey all the dead bodies are in this deck. So I see that something happened to you in this most recent time that was a very definitive ending, and that it potentially could have been very devastating for you, but for the fact that your own attitudes regarding what happened here prevented it from being devastating. Whether it was related to this is possible. So if it was something that was the ending of this situation, then because this situation was imperfect, you weren't quite as upset about letting it go. And now let's see what's coming up in the future. We have the Emperor card, and it's reversed, which is all about authoritarian tendency and a leaning toward fascism and kind of doubling down on your, like, really putting your foot down and being like, no, you know what? Next time it's going to be like I want it to be because I'm the boss. But really, you're more like this soul-seeking. Well, it's not really soul-seeking, but it's a creative energy, but it's very naive. It's very young, creative energy. And you do have a lot of wisdom to back it up. So it's not like you're a dummy, but you're certainly not an authoritarian. So it's important to not be too harsh on people. There are ways to accomplish your ends without resorting to the strict order of a dictator. Everyone loves potatoes, but no one loves a dictator. I mean, that's not true. Obviously, there are women out there who are very attracted to that kind of power. Women and other genders of people, I'm sure. I think women get a bad rap in that. Yeah, let's go for it. This is your goal or destiny card. I'm just thinking. Yeah. So I didn't mean women are attracted to dictators. I meant there are a lot of people who are attracted to dictators because of their power. But it's a corrupted power for the end's own goal. Temperance. Now, again, this is a card that very easily could be a Aquarius card, right? Here's this person pouring water from one vessel into another. Isn't that water bringing? No. This card is a Libra card. Or a Sagittarius card. But it is not an Aquarius card. This card is about balance. This card is about tempering this nature. And again, another instance of, well, what is Aquarius? I think that you know very well who you are and what you're capable of. Well, okay, let's talk about that. I do think you know very well who you are and you have a lot of knowledge, but I think you are now coming to understand what you're capable of. So let's just, I'm gonna have to clarify everything in this reading, everything that I say in this Aquarius reading. I'm going to try to do a very specific job of clarifying, because I don't want any of this to be misconstrued. And it's very clear to me that I need to be pretty specific for this. All right, so let's talk about your place in the world. And that is the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card is about romantic relationships, but it's also about choices. Here you've got the burning bush on one side, and you've got the tree of knowledge over here, with the serpent on it, luring them to eat that fruit. And of course, the angel up above, watching and waiting for a misstep. So it's very interesting that this is representative of what is going on with you right now. I think it's kind of like on your one shoulder, you've got one perspective talking in your ear, and on your other shoulder, you have another perspective talking in your ear. And you are trying to mediate between the two. Should I consume the fruit of knowledge, or maintain some kind of innocence and be allowed to stay in paradise? But it's clear to me that you can do neither and maintain your own happiness. Let's look at how others perceive you. Others see someone who had it all and cast it aside, or had it taken from them. Nine of Pentacles is a card about financial independence and personal wealth and being free. There's a freedom in this card. And I think either people see you as not having that freedom, not having that financial success, even though it's deserved, or a combination of those things. So when I said that you could have neither, I don't think it's that you can have neither. I think it's that you cannot maintain naivete. At some point, you are going to have to taste the fruit. All right. And now we have your hopes and fears, which is the Nine of Wands, and it's reversed. And the Nine of Wands reversed. You've been left to hold down this fort. Maybe you're afraid that whatever it is that you're protecting is just going to be taken from you. Maybe you're afraid that you're always going to have to be defending yourself. I don't think that's true. I think we've got Temperance up here for a good reason. I think that there's going to be a balance that you have to strike. And there's definitely a balance between whatever happened here and being authoritarian. There's a balance that will make sure that you don't end up feeling like you always have to defend yourself. And now we have the final outcome. Aquarius, I have to say that this has been quite a journey. This is a lot, and excuse me, I'm very sorry that you feel like this wasn't good enough, because that isn't anyone's choice. You know, it's not like you can just choose to say, oh, this is good enough. It either is or it isn't. It's either Aquarian or it's not. This card is in the upright. Let's see what it says. Oh, this is a really good card to get in this position. It's the Six of Wands. Victory. So I think that you will be able to reach that balance. I think that it's possible that this isn't so much you being overly dictatorial as maybe you feeling like you're being a jerk to people to get what you want. But the trick is really, really going to be finding that balance between being a jerk for the sake of being a jerk and incentivizing people. It's really much easier to accomplish ends that you desire in some ways if money is involved. If money is involved, you get exactly what you're paying for. If money is not involved, then it's really more of this situation, whatever this was, where you're kind of counting on people to do what they say they're going to do because they're passionate about it. And it's entirely possible that in this situation, people were being monetarily compensated. And you know what? You're absolutely right to feel the way you did about it. You know? But I see much, much better things for you in the future. And these are both sixes. So I feel like the Lovers, as far as that is concerned, the Lovers card is very tied to this victory. I think that what you are seeing right now is the path that you're going to have to take in order to get here. Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me this month. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I will be doing the yearly 2020 readings very soon, so please do look for those. And until next time, enjoy your holidays, and I'll see you soon.